See you, TMG.
Talking about transfers.
Oh, come on. So you
Talking about transfers.
Nah, man. If we were
What's Arsenal done?
He could have come to Dubai to do that with the squad.
What's Arsenal done this transfer window?
That's very shocking. I can't believe
Juventus, Isaac is off the table. Calvin is socially off the table.
But would you have wanted Calvert-Lewin? For me, absolutely not. I feel like that's a step in the wrong direction.
Calvert-Lewin would have been it's a stopgap signing. It's an expensive stopgap signing.
I'd rather not.
How much were they asking for?
Whatever it was, I'm happy
probably
with
about
it.
50. English premium as well. So you're looking at 70.
Calvin Premium was not
How much?
Of course, he's got English premium. That's like 70, 80 pounds.
Nah, no way. We can no way buy
He should be more than 50.
How can you? He's English and he's got track record of maybe he scored what 18 goals? Was it 16, 17 goals?
International record.
And he's got international cap. Bro, that's premium. He's
One
got
international cap. No, just he's probably more.
I don't know, probably like 2, 3. But he's got the English premium. Once you got the English premium, bro, your price goes up to the moon.
Calvert-Lewin is a decent player, but
he's not the player that's going to take Arsenal.
You need a lot of training. Arteta will need to train.
What Calvert-Lewin can do is that he can hold the ball up, which is something that Arsenal were good with Giroud.
And he's got pace.
He's got pace, and he can head the ball.
But
his footwork, his foot play is not good enough.
For me, he's not the type of player that
Arsenal
should be signing.
Yeah, you're better than Lacazette. Everyone's better than Lacazette.
I don't know, man. Lacazette's doing what he needs to do.
Lacazette, 3 goals this season, 2 pens.
We ain't got strikers, man.
He against Liverpool, didn't you see the chance he missed?
I was at the game.
You at the game? You saw that? The thing with Lacazette is that he's great off the ball, great play, great at interchange. But
sometimes when it comes to shoots, the end product is.
Some things he can actually strike the ball really well.
When he wants to, but how often does he want to?
Lacazette, for me, he's been lacking. He's always lacking something. He's got a lot of good abilities, but he just lacks something to be the elite striker. And if you see what's happened, wherever he's been, they never really reached the promised land. With Leon, did they ever reach the promised land with Lacazette as the main man? But
Leon was sort of on the decline when he arrived, because before that they had won that league how many years in a row.
Then when he came to Arsenal, even Wenger decided, you're not really you're not really
Instead of to sell him, he just said,
stay, and he got Aubameyang. See, this is it. This is the problem that Arsenal have now. They only have 2 first-team strikers because Aubameyang never playing again under Arteta.
So who are the 2 first-team strikers?
It's Nketiah and Lacazette.
Nketiah for me shouldn't be at the club.
Nketiah's not good enough to play.
For me, he's just
top 10 in football.
He's not good enough. I feel like he should just go somewhere where he'll be appreciated.
Maybe we can throw him in for the Calvert-Lewin deal.
Got Everton.
I don't feel like Everton should buy him.
He's not even good enough for Everton, bro.
If I was an Everton fan, I wouldn't want Nketiah, if I'm being totally honest.
I don't see what they see in Nketiah. Maybe he's got hustle.
He's a poacher.
Pepe up top, man.
He might have to. He can strike the ball well when he wants to.
Pepe apparently doesn't train well. That's what I hate.
I feel like, really and truly, all these opportunities that we're bringing on, like Nketiah and doing this and that, those opportunities, I'd rather have Pepe there, because at least he's got a bit of pace. He's got something about him.
Pepe can score, innit? The thing is, maybe
Pepe also had a decent AFCON as well.
Yeah, but I don't think Arteta even cares.
But he should though.
If
he cared, Partey would have come on against Liverpool.
True.
You should have let him rest.
You should have let him rest.
What is the point?
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
And you know what pained me as well? When I was at the game, I could see that Arsenal just kept trying the same thing over and over again. It was not working. So bringing Partey on was not going to change what they were doing. It was so pointless.
Arsenal were good when, in the first half, when Martinelli was attacking Trent. They were getting a bit of joy on that side.
But now, what we kept doing was, we kept trying to play that same ball. We kept trying to clip it into Saka or Martinelli. But what Liverpool did was they just got Van Dijk, or I can't remember who else was playing, to come over, and every time they'll come, they're winning the header, they're just clattering Saka. Saka didn't want to fight for the ball anymore. He kept getting hurt.
Saka was a bit too left-footed in that game as well. He didn't even try and got Robertson kind of like
just nullified that. We should have just played it around and waited for the open.
Because we don't have a midfield, and that's how I'm really shocked that we didn't go in for Bruno Guimaraes.
We need some more creativity in the midfield at times.
Smith Rowe's not centre mid. Not centre mid, fam. He's not a centre. He needs to play Smith Rowe. He needs to float.
Yeah, sometimes we can't always afford to have that player floating around.
That's why you stick him on the wing and tell him float off the wing. But then you sacrifice Martinelli. So It's a lot of
I'd rather
compromise.
have Martinelli there and then just. I don't know, man. Right now, I don't know what I
It's
want.
good to have options. So,
Who's the best deal so far of this window then?
mine may end up being Luis Diaz.
Get Luis Diaz to Liverpool.
Actually, no. Consider all things. If they can get, there's a lot of qualifiers, but if they can get Coutinho to play anywhere close to his best.
Oh, do you mean for Villa?
Yeah.
I think Bruno Gomes might be the signing out of the window. If he can keep Newcastle up, I think that'll be a very good signing.
The Spurs are on the cusp of signing Bentancur.
Bentancur and
20 million.
I think they've
Pulisic.
signed that guy.
Pulisic.
Yeah, I think that's a
Pulisic.
done deal.
Kuleveski. On loan. Bentancur, we need a CM. Why do we go for
I'm
him?
not gonna lie,
So-
Kuleveski, Bentancur on Football Manager a couple years back. That was a real wonder kid. So maybe he's still got that, you know.
What about that player that Juve signed, the one that Arsenal going to get?
Vlahovic.
So no one's saying that could be. The
It's
deal?
probably a signing for Juve, but does he really change? It doesn't change anything over here. Maybe he changes it for
Okay,
them.
fair enough. But not over here.
Maybe he changes something for them in the Champions League. I think they've got. I think they got an easy tie. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah.
It's quite an easy tie.
But there's not been that much business in the Premier League. If we're really and truly.
Not yet, but
Watford made a
Yeah,
few deals.
Yeah,
but that's
flooding
about it.
from now to the end of the.
top teams don't really make deals in January.
I mean,
Wenger used to hate making deals in January because you're getting ripped off.
Yeah, he hates getting ripped off.
He hates that.
Like if you're signing in January, it's
It's a
desperation.
premium.
It's
Yeah,
desperation.
the only deal he did is the Arshavin deal, and I remember that day because I snowed in from school that day, and it was on and off. It was on and off for the whole day.
Because Arsenal, the king of haggling, and they haggled their way out of the deal in the end. Or they end up paying the price they were going
Even
to pay.
Ozil was a last minute thing.
Arsenal this last
That day, yeah, I saw reports that we're getting. It was like Ozil, Di Maria, Benzema. There was the three guys that Arsenal linked to. I was getting gassed.
Arsenal linked to everyone under the sun, man.
No, but it was like they say Arsenal in talks about this. But I was gassed.
That's how the media they make their money, because they know Arsenal. Their fans are so like you can play with their emotions so well.
I think
So
Di
you,
Maria
so you say someone like this, we linked to this guy, Arsenal fans will eat all up. They're reading it.
double move. They said double move. Benzema and Di Maria. I was like, flip. Arsenal gonna come up.
Nah, the
Guess
only
what?
Arsenal signing
Ozil.
that really pained me was what's his name? Casemiro? Is it Casemiro?
Casemiro?
No, not Casemiro. Is it his name? The one that plays for Atletico, the winger. What's his name?
Oh, not that one. I know who you're talking about.
Belgian guy, Carrasco.
Correct, that one, because that was a done deal in my head. Like I had my shirt ready. Like no, that was so much of a done deal in my head. I was reading every single hour. I was waiting for updates. And then the
Carrasco
deal
was
fell
coming.
through.
Hey, Arsenal had that. What's the Monaco guy like they were linked to that time as well? They're black done.
Lamar.
Thomas Lamar. Fam, they were about to put the P down. They said 71 M's. I was like, wow, that's Arsenal coming out.
When he went to go to Liverpool as well.
Yeah, they said both didn't go anywhere.
Arsenal linked to everyone. I tell you, well, due to sign everyone. Also, I don't care anymore about who you tell me we're linked to until it's confirmed. Until Sky Sports confirm it, I'm not hearing it.
Isak is in London now with his new whip.
Who?
Isak, yeah. Fam, Arsenal
fans
are
are just
mad.
ridiculous. How can they be searching for when the whip was registered?
They registered in January 2022. That's when the whip was registered. And he's in London. They tucked him in 2 spots.
He may come in on summer, but it's not coming out.
Not coming at all. Arsenal ain't gonna pay the release clause.
Well, the 75. The thing is, yeah, I feel like the reason why we won't do that is because of Pepe. We can't afford another Pepe. I don't feel like Isak will go the same route, but we can't afford another.
The thing is with the Pepe signing, yeah. The Pepe signing always didn't make sense to me.
Nah, listen.
It's because once your manager's saying that I don't want this done, he was saying that he wanted Zaha over him. You obviously know like this is not sounding too good.
The fact we haven't been able to get Zaha all these years is an absolute joke. But that's just Crystal Palace just violating them.
They violated it. I don't know, but 70 M's on Zaha, I don't know how that they've gone.
They've definitely got to give him a statue.
They have to.
He has to have a statue outside the stadium.
I'll take Olise over him though. I like that.
This is clean.
I haven't watched it much, but I've heard good things. I've heard very
I think
good
it
things.
looks
Yeah, Eze, local boy.
Eze as well, local boy.
Is he back from injury now?
Yeah, he came back from his Achilles in like 6 months. He did it quick. I think now Achilles injuries are not as long.
I feel like modern day science, sort of science like this.
Imagine those guys from yesterday had modern day science to benefit from.
Who's the guys from yesterday?
Oh, here we go.
See, because think about it, ACLs used to be like an 18-month injury. You're back in 9,
Yeah.
7 months. Achilles, you're back in 6 months. So Benteke did it in like 5.
Walkins, they say.
Huh?
Did he have Achilles injury?
Watkins.
Dominic Walkins in basketball.
Oh yeah, he had an Achilles. He came back, but it took him time. You know, actually, he came back and he was normal.
Dominique,
Dominique, what a player, fam.
Well, yeah, I mean, United, they apparently got Van der Beek on loan.
Oh yeah, he's gone to Everton.
City, they're due to sign Julian Alvarez.
I heard he's a star boy.
Argentina
I heard he's a star boy.
Oh wait, oh the striker.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard good things. About
Yeah,
him.
he also got like 18 goals, and I think it was what team did it for the River Plate.
River Plate.
He shot them to the title. They sold Ferran Torres for 55.2 million, which was strange to me. You telling me Pep loves Ferran Torres?
I wouldn't have sold him, but he wants to play.
He wants to play. And remember what Pep said? Pep said when guys talk to him, he will listen to them. Because he was saying that guys don't come to his room to complain about not playing.
Yeah.
Ferran Torres came to him and said he wants to leave. He said, go.
I respect Pep for that.
Yeah,
For me personally, I've always said it. Once a player expresses that they don't want to play for the club anymore, you're not a player at my club anymore.
No, but he's on more to do at game time. It wasn't because he probably
because
and I hear that, but you need to
Sterling came to
understand.
him and asked, like, I need to play, fam. I need to play. And then over time he said that guys like Mama's never asked.
I call it Pep roulette. Like you never know who you're gonna get.
Yeah, true.
He's a FPL manager's worst nightmare. Absolute worst nightmare. Pep roulette.
Yeah.
He does what the hell he likes.
Does whatever he likes, fam.
I don't play FPL.
They only got certain favourites now. He's got Cancelo.
His favourites change, but every season he's got a few
Yeah,
favourites. Cancelo's one of them.
Even Diaz gets rotated, fam. That was mad.
But who is Laporte one of the favourites now? Or is it
Yeah,
Stones?
Laporte's back now. I don't even know how Laporte's back.
Obviously, De Bruyne is
Because
always
he's
his
left
favourite.
forward. But sometimes he rests the point, to be fair, but it's rare.
No, very rare. Like De Bruyne is fit.
If De Bruyne's fit, he normally plays.
But yeah, I mean, Patrick Roberts sold to Sunderland. Do you guys remember him?
Yeah, Philip. Starboy gone wrong.
He was so
Wait,
good.
What did he take for?
Fulham. He went from Fulham
to
to Man City. Then he had a couple loans at Celtic.
And then
Oh, no, I don't
he's
know.
like young. He's only like 23 now.
I don't
He just never progressed.
Sunderland.
Was it injuries? I don't know what happened to him.
Stifled. You know when you go to a big club, you get lost in the fodder.
Yeah. Because for Patrick Roberts was before Foden. The similar player left foot, if I remember correctly. Foden's now just taking his shine.
Foden's been a baller though.
Oh,
And he bided his time.
I'm not saying Foden hasn't been there, but Patrick Roberts was around way before Foden came around. I mean, before we knew about Foden.
Yeah, I wonder if Foden would have left. Probably wasn't ever gonna leave though.
Nah, man, he was because I feel like Foden was always good enough. It was just biding his time.
Even
Patrick
Foden.
Roberts 24 right now. He's basically our age.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he's been around for a time.
Well, think about Ryan
Where's time
Sessegnon. What happened to Ryan Sessegnon?
Oh, where'd he go again?
He went to Spurs. Look at him now, fam.
Where's he gone now?
Fam, I think it's just at Spurs. He just doesn't
He's
see
still
it.
at Spurs.
Even Reece Oxford. I remember when he put that display against Arsenal. fam.
Reece Oxford, I thought he was going to be a baller. Then they kept sending him out on loan. Right now,
What happened to him?
Whoa.
After that game against Arsenal.
Declan Rice.
Declan Rice,
No, before Declan Rice, he's been off the radar for like 3 years now.
I know, but Declan Rice has been balling for a bit now.
I don't know what happened to Oxford. I think he just went to Germany. You remember that time when bad players were going to Germany? And then,
But he had a couple loan spells. I know he went to Oxford United at one point. I think.
oh wow, that's
But
mad.
then I think he went to Germany and then not much.
I wonder what happens to young ballers that they just fall off the map. Like, is it just the expectation now? It's just so much that it's just it.
It depends what you classify as falling off the map. Do you mean that they're still playing but we just don't hear
Yeah,
about them?
you're still playing, and we just don't hear about you.
But isn't that someone like Olaina? Because he's at Torino.
But
You
look,
don't really
Aina
care
now
about him.
falls a calm career. You're like, that's a calm career.
Yeah,
for
he's
him.
doing his thing, but really and truly, unless you're like nobody's really checking for Torino.
I'm not
Keep it
checking for
up.
Torino, but you're playing top flight ball and you're
Yeah.
calm. And he was alone at Fulham last year. I think he was alone in Fulham last year. Like,
He's there recently. He was there recently. I know because he was playing with Will Tossin and that there.
yeah. See, the thing is, I guess the achievement for a top player is that you're just playing top flight ball, because think about how many academy dons that don't even.
Yeah, no, it's definitely achievement. Like right now, he's made a career for himself. Like no one can chat for him now. He's made a career.
I'd rather have Oli Aina's career than someone like Oxford, Reece Oxford, and them, man.
But that's because we don't know where Oxford is at the moment.
Yeah.
If he's somewhere like Wolfsburg, we're doing whatever. It's pretty much the
The
same.
same.
One of Hoffenheim, Hertha Berlin.
Is he maybe Augsburg? Is that? I think is he at Augsburg?
Oxford.
Yeah.
Or he could just literally be warming the bench at
Whatever.
West Ham.
Deep on that bench.
Deep.
20th man.
But I see West Ham in the Europa League. They're putting the young boys out there though.
Nah, they gotta let them play, man. And
West
are they
Ham-
still in the Europa League?
Yeah, still in.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what West Ham's gonna do in that cup.
I feel like West Ham has sort of revived David Moyes' career because after United, it was sort of in the mud.
Yeah, I think he had that spell. Sociedad, it wasn't that
That was
great.
for 23 years old.
Where is he at the moment?
Oh wow.
Turn back to the is that Augsburg, yeah.
Okay.
They bought him, yeah.
Okay, well, listen.
It's just calm, innit?
Yeah.
Augsburg is alright. It's a
You
alright
make your
level.
money, you make your career, just enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah, black grab back.
I know British guys probably don't even going abroad for them. Young black British guys going abroad, it's probably a lot for them. But I think it's hard.
I think I would, personally, I think I'd enjoy it. But that's because I don't mind being by myself, just doing my thing. But some people, they're so used to being
can't
at
leave the
home
man
and...
Can't let the man at all.
Yeah,
Like,
but then
Sancho was always
if you're making enough, then just bring somebody with you.
Yeah, Sancho was always here though. When he was at Dortmund, he was always coming back.
That's because Germany's not that far.
Yeah, I think now because more players are going there, more people are seeing the chances that they can.
And it's not that deep. Like you'll see people like international break and like you always have little breaks in the season, and more time you're working anyway.
Yeah,
like you're grafting.
To be honest,
you
you're
know a job.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of the Chelsea young boys, what you got Tammy out there, you got who's the other one? The centre back. Tomorrow's out
Now
there.
it's down on loan now.
Yeah, now Mourinho is so smart, man. He's just taking all these Premier League, I wouldn't say rejects, but he's just collecting all these Premier League players.
Because they know they can handle the PMP. That's it.
He knows.
The PMP takes you a long
So
way.
Mourinho probably forced Maitland Niles to play with his right wing back or whatever.
I don't even know where he's playing for them.
I think he's playing right wing back.
Oh, is he actually playing right wing back?
Tell Mourinho, tell him you're playing there.
There's no way he's playing centre mid for them.
But I don't know where he's playing for them, but he
I
probably
saw him playing recently. He was starting. I don't know how that happened.
Even what's his name, Balogun, I think got an assist yesterday.
Oh, he's playing for Middlesbrough, isn't it?
And then was it Diallo that scored on his Rangers debut or something?
Yeah, they did.
Some of these guys, they're starting. Give them time. Let them play. There's no point being stifled on the bench. That's why
they have to play.
That's why I rate Sancho. One of the reasons I rate Sancho that he left City to actually
Go and play.
Now he came back to go on bench. So I don't know how that works out for him.
It's mad.
I reckon Sancho's. I hope his time will come, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I hope his time will come. Maybe not necessarily with United, but I hope his time does come.
Maybe with the recent news, his time's coming quicker then.
Boy,
He's moved up that bench.
It's looking likely, man. But I don't know, man. Knowing United, I reckon that this one will not go under the carpet. But look what Ryan Giggs did. Yeah, he might not have been a player at the time, or whether he was a player or not. But they managed it. They managed it.
Elanga as well, I think is crap. But to him, I think it's rubbish. But
I think it's rubbish.
I just don't see what he's got.
I haven't watched him enough, so I can't recall.
No, I see him. He looks alright.
I don't expect that from a young player just to be all right. I need a little bit more.
The everyone's gonna be eye popping straight off the bat.
That's true.
I can tell you, just to play the game simple, do the basics, make the right runs, dribble, pass, pass, get some goals. You can go a long way. Never nice to be flashy.
No, sometimes it's literally just doing
fundamentals.
That's the basics.
Look at someone like James Milner.
James Milner been here for doing the basics.
Made a whole career doing the basics.
I mean, as an attacker, can't just be a basic.
Yeah, but James Milner, if he came up in this era, he struggled. But he was, at least played midfield, but he was like a more of a right mid, left mid, and a winger.
He was, but in the Aston Villa days,
everywhere.
In his Aston Villa days, he was good. He was very good.
Yeah, no, he was.
It was Milner. I remember that
as well.
I remember there was Milner. I remember that it was Milner, Young, Barry
around them times.
Yeah, Downing,
Carew.
That's a.
They were serious. Aston Villa was serious.
Manager nightmare.
They would be in Arsenal every single year.
When you play them and when you play Aston Villa for manager, swing into the box, Carew header. It's fake algorithm. They're all scoring that goal against me. Couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop that goal.
There's some ballers still. Then they have people like, what's his name? Is it Dunn at the back?
Yeah, Dunn at the back. They were a serious team.
They had Michael Richards.
Yeah, they had Michael Richards at one point.
Prime Michael Richards.
And who's the keeper? Was it Friedel?
Did they have Stylian Petrov?
Yeah, they have Stylian Petrov as well.
Did they have Fred Friedel?
I think was it Friedel?
It might have.
I think it might have been.
Or Given.
I think they had Given, but like towards the end.
To the end, they had Given. They were a serious team, fam. Even back early days, Newcastle was serious as well.
Was that Martin O'Neill was the manager?
Yeah, Martin O'Neill. That was a serious. They were fifth every year. Fifth. They were always challenging. Them and Everton.